Miracle Boy Boxing, ladies and gentlemen. I am your host, the one and only Hosting Cruz, bringing you another exciting edition of boxing. Don't forget to hit and like, subscribe to my channel. It's always greatly appreciated. Stay tuned. Miracle Boy Boxing, ladies and gentlemen. I am your host, Hosting Cruz, and I'm here to talk about a very interesting heavyweight matchup. And to me, in my opinion, is one of the best heavyweight fights to make at this point. Because we're all waiting for the Fury versus Usyk rematch. Going to take place in December. In Riyadh, in Arabia. But this fight is going to take place at the Wembley Stadium, the famed Wembley Stadium in UK. This fight is definitely going to be a sellout. Two UK fighters going at it in the main event, man. Two of the biggest names in the heavyweight division. Of course, you got Anthony Joshua on one side, 28-3, 25 KOs. Former unified champion of the world. Has done it all. He has tasted the glory. He has tasted championship gold, fame, money. Reached to the mountaintop in the sport of boxing. And in my opinion, the best polished heavyweight fighter, boxer today, and the best, one of, if not the best heavyweight boxer today. Coming off those losses to Usyk, he's bounced back well with knockouts over Otto Wallin, Francis Ngannou. He looked sensational in those fights. Vintage Joshua. The Joshua before the first Andy Ruiz fight. You know, the gunslinging firefight Anthony Joshua. The one that went hell and back against Klitschko, stopping him in the 11th round in the fight of the year that year. This is the Anthony Joshua that we have once again. And he's going in there with a young, strong lion, 26 years old. Feels like he's been in there longer than that. He's been around longer than that. But he 21-2 with 20 KOs. Another heavyweight with a hard punch. Solid. Doesn't have the gold medal like Joshua and the unified titles and the reach to the mountaintop. But he has one of the best resumes in the sport today. Fought Joe Joyce. Lost to Joe Joyce. He got stopped in 11 rounds. Fought Usyk, got stopped. Many question Dubious should have won that fight due to a body shot that Usyk complained it was a bit low, but it was actually on the belt line, man. If you look pretty close, it was on the belt line. So really and truly, Dubious was supposed to win that fight by KO. People saying, oh, you know what? If the referee was counting, Usyk would have got up. Right? That was a hard shot, and Dubious can punch. So Usyk went down. He was grimacing in pain. So maybe he's a proud fighter, and maybe he would have gotten up. But who knows? At the end of the day, the referee gave him some time. He got up, and eventually he stopped Dubious. And a lot of people questioned Dubious' heart. He got stopped in prior to the Jared Miller fight, the two losses. He got stopped in both those fights, in the Joyce fight and the Usyk. So people questioned his heart, and he showed his heart against Jared Miller, stopping Jared Big Baby Miller in the last round of a hell of a performance where he had to box on his back foot, use his jab, show that he can box and dig deep and exchange and not get discouraged. And eventually, you know, he boxed a beautiful fight and he got the stoppage. It was a perfect performance by Dubious. And then he knocked it off. He topped it off with an even more impressive performance against Filip Hrgovic, who was labeled as the boogeyman, or one of the boogeymen in the heavyweight division. Olympian bronze medal winner. A lot of people gave him a chance to win the fight, but Dubious, man, he showed up again, and he won the fight by stopping due to the cut. But the cuts saved Hrgovic, because if it wasn't for the cut, Dubious was going to stop him. Because if you watch the fight, in the later round before the stoppage, every punch was landing on Hrgovic to the point where Hrgovic was slowing down and he was getting hit with almost everything that the boys were throwing at him. So it was just a matter of time. So now, here we are. We got two former world champions going at it. One was a unified champion, been to the top of the mountain. One was a former WBA heavyweight champion, suffered 2 losses against 2 top heavyweights. Came back to back, coming in now with 2 back-to-back stoppage wins against 2 top 10 heavyweights. Sensational performances. Now you got these 2 guys coming in with serious momentum, both with big punches, big punching power, young, with something to prove. It's a hell of a fight. Anthony Joshua versus Daniel Dubious is a hell of a fight. The better boxer will have to be Joshua, but cannot count out Dubious. Dubious has punching power. Joshua has shown in the past he can be chinny, but Joshua has punching power. Once he gets those once he lets those hands go, he's very fluid with his punching. Very good combination puncher. Joshua, Dubious is not as good of a combination puncher as Joshua. Like I said, Joshua is the better boxer coming in. Who's the harder puncher? These 2 guys can crack. I can't tell you who. I think Dubious takes a better shot. I think I've seen Dubious actually get hurt by her in the fight with Hrgovic. Dubious was getting hurt. He was eating those straight right hands repeatedly by Hrgovic, and he was not doing anything about it. Eventually, he adjusted, showed a good chin. So I want to because when Andy Ruiz hurt Joshua with a left hook, shake big man like Joshua, all physical, big muscular, the best physique in the heavyweight division by far. And he got hurt, he got buckled, he got dropped. He even got dropped with Klitschko. So, but Joshua has a heart of a lion. He gets up. Got up in both those fights, stopped Klitschko, and he eventually. Well, he got stopped by Ruiz, but he never gave up. It's a hell of a fight, man. It's a hell of a fight. If you ask me who I picked to be a winner in this fight, I'm gonna go with Joshua, man. Dubious, I would like him to win. He's a hell of a fighter. He deserves this after those 2 stoppage losses and being counted out many times. Like, he's not gonna make it, man. I always thought he's gonna be bigger than what he is, but he's not. But he finally got out of he digged himself out of his grave from those 2 stoppage losses, came back to back with 2 stoppage wins, looking sensational, and now he's in there with in another big fight, in the biggest fight. I won't say in the biggest fight of his career because he's been in there with Usyk, he's been in there with Joyce, especially with Usyk, who's now the undisputed, well, now former undisputed. They'll be fighting for the title that Usyk let go, which is the IBF strap, and like I said, it's going to be a good explosive fight. These 2 guys can end a fight with any shot. Good boxers, good boxer punchers. Let me know what you guys think. Who you got in this fight right here. It's going to take place at Wembley Stadium, September 21st, 2024, of course, for the IBF title, the vacant IBF title. It's a tremendous matchup. Let me know what you guys think in this fight, who you guys got winning, and what you guys think about the fight. Miracle Boy Boxing, ladies and gentlemen, I am your host, Hosting Cruz. Don't forget to like and subscribe to my channel, guys. It is always a pleasure to talk to you guys about boxing. And I'll see you guys in my next video. Peace.